Hi, how are you? I'm Mustafa, your employee, and today I'm going to be talking about co-branding and how our company should use it in the future. I want to start off by talking about what co-branding exactly is. Co-branding is a partnership between at least two companies working together on a project to increase their budget and the number of customers they can get the product to. My plan and purpose for this presentation is to talk about my findings, about my research, to help my company plan a safe and a benefitable plan for co-branding deals, and how we should proceed when we start a deal. For my research, I read multiple articles and reports about co-brandings, and I did an anonymous survey on Reddit r/sample size, which is a survey answering site. As you can see, I've asked very basic two questions. One is, do you know what co-branding is? And the second one is, have you heard of these examples? For the first question, 60% said that they have no idea what co-branding is, 40% quarter said that they are unsure, and only 16% said that, yes, I do know what co-branding is. From this we can understand that general public doesn't really know what co-branding actually is. For the second question, I gave 7 examples. 2 of them are bad examples and 5 of them are great examples about co-branding. For example, I gave Yeezys, which is a shoe series done by Adidas and Kanye West, and Air Jordans, which are products of Michael Jordan and Nike. And I gave 2 bad examples, which are Shell and Lego and Alicia Keys and BlackBerry. I want to start off by talking about the bad examples, because you probably know the good examples, but for this to make sense in a context, you should know about the bad examples as well. Alicia Keys was supposed to be advertising to BlackBerry on Twitter by a tweet, but when she did tweet, people could see that she tweeted from her iPhone, which is bad already, but then she tried to blame hackers for doing it, which is a PR disaster for both parties. And for the Lego and Shell one example, Shell was facing pollinating the environment charges, which was affecting Lego's PR in a bad way, so Lego had to cut ties even though the partnership was going on for over 30 years. From these surveys and the reading articles, I came to the conclusion that while the public doesn't really know what co-branding is, they do know the companies that work together on a project. That really doesn't make any sense when I say it like this, but think of it this way. People know that Kanye West and Adidas make Yeezys, and they like Yeezys. So the credibility for both companies go up because that product, if they're working together, is great. That goes the same for Air Jordans and Nike. They like the product, so both companies get more credibility in the name. But when a product fails, people don't really know about those incidents, because companies cover it up, and this makes the effect that co-brandings, if they fail, aren't really harmful, because people don't remember the name of the companies that fail the products. They only learn the good ones. From these understandings, my recommendations are as listed. If we want to create a successful co-branding, we should find a partner that shares the same motivations and work ethics as us. If their main goal is making money and they're ready to lose credibility and PR relations for this, we can't really work with them, because at the end there are going to be disagreements, and their actions can cause us harm. And this brings me to my second point, PR's importance. Even if we make the greatest shoe, right, sportswear shoes right now, we have to compete against Air Jordans and Yeezys, and they have great credibility and great PR relations. So if we have bad relations, even if we make something better than them, we can't compete against them, and we can't achieve the best we could, because people just generally don't, if we have low credibility, people just generally don't trust us, so they wouldn't buy our product. The last two goes on without saying, but we should be careful about the contracts we're making, because there are multiple examples of successful co-branding stories, but They're done between smaller brands and big brands, and the big brands tricked smaller brands and companies into signing contracts that are not beneficial for them. So small companies took a loss even if the products were successful. And again, this goes on without saying, but even if we do everything right, our product can still fail. And that brings me to my next slide. What if we fail? There are 3 ways we can fail. Our product can fail, our partner can fail, and we can fail. If our product fails, we stop the deal. We salvage what we learned from the product, such as what we did right, what we did wrong, what we should change, why did this happen. And we try to build our credibility back up, because if our product fails, we will lose credibility. We bring it back up by increasing our refund policies, gift cards. We make it up to the customers. That's the main point. So they feel like we're credible and a great company again. If our partner fails, we cut the deals. We distance ourselves from their companies because they are now not credible in the public's eye. And if we continue relations with them, we will suffer from their loss as well. We distance ourselves from them and show that we're still credible and we're still the company they know. If we lose credibility in the eyes of the public, that's a big topic for just to talk about here, but what we do now is that we again build up credibility again in a higher base, because this is more about the co-branding deals right now. This is more about our company's general future. These are the sources I've used in my product presentation. You can feel free to check them out. To conclude, I just want to say that co-brandings are a lot less riskier than the normal thing, because we put half the money in and take half the responsibilities. So if we can find a partner that we can trust, we should try doing it, because even if the worst comes, we will be ready for it as a company because we know what to do. Thank you for listening to me.